Wealth and happiness begin long before they appear in your physical reality. They begin in the invisible territory of your inner programming. Every result you are experiencing today, your income, your relationships, your confidence, your opportunities, your level of joy, is a direct expression of the thoughts, beliefs, and mental patterns you've been rehearsing for years. Most people try to change their outer world first. They work harder, push harder, stress more, and chase outcomes, believing that if they can force change on the outside, something magical will happen inside. But life doesn't work that way. The outer world is merely the echo of your inner world. If the echo is something you don't like, you don't run around the room trying to catch it. You change the original sound. That sound is your belief system. Your mind has been programmed from the moment you were born. Family, society, school, culture, television, and experiences have all shaped the blueprint from which you operate. This blueprint governs what you think you deserve, how much you feel you can achieve, and how high you believe you can rise. Most people are trapped not by their circumstances, but by their programming. They wake up each day thinking the same thoughts, feeling the same emotions, repeating the same behaviors, and wondering why little changes. If you want a new life, you must plant new thoughts. If you want abundance, you must erase the ideas that tell you you're not enough, that money is difficult to earn, or that happiness is something reserved for the lucky few. The mind does not care what you plant, it simply grows whatever you repeat. When you feed it doubts, it grows limitations. When you feed it belief, it grows possibility. Changing inner programming begins with awareness. You must observe the thoughts you've been entertaining and recognize that many of them aren't even yours. They were inherited, they were absorbed, they were accepted without question, yet they run your life as if they are absolute truth. Once you realize that your beliefs are not fixed, you gain the freedom to redesign yourself. You begin to consciously choose ideas that empower you rather than restrict you. You begin to speak to yourself as the person you want to become. You start treating your imagination not as fantasy, but as the blueprint for your new identity. The repeated image you hold of yourself slowly becomes the person you grow into, because your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between a thought you imagine regularly and a real experience. When you shift your inner programming, everything else begins shifting with it. Your energy changes, your confidence grows, your vision elevates, and your decisions become aligned with a higher version of you. People respond differently to you. New opportunities appear because you are no longer operating from fear or scarcity. You begin attracting situations that match your new internal frequency. Wealth and happiness are natural byproducts of a mind that believes they are its natural state. When the belief changes, the behavior changes. When the behavior changes, the outcome transforms. Every great financial or emotional breakthrough begins with a breakthrough in thought. If you truly desire wealth and happiness, it is not enough to chase them with effort or wish for them with hope. You must become the kind of person who naturally attracts the life you dream of. The universe does not respond to empty desires, it responds to the person you are being in each moment. Most people spend their lives pursuing outcomes, thinking that money, success, or joy will somehow transform them into someone worthy of those things. But life works in the opposite way. You must first become the person who embodies the wealth, the mindset, and the energy that matches what you seek Until you grow into that version of yourself, all external efforts are like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. Frustrating, exhausting, and ultimately unproductive. Becoming that person starts with understanding that who you are today is the sum of all the choices, habits, and beliefs you've held in the past. If your results are lackluster, your inner blueprint needs upgrading. Every thought you think, every habit you repeat, and every emotion you entertain contributes to the person you are becoming. The moment you decide that your life should reflect abundance and joy, you must step into the inner transformation first. You cannot demand wealth while thinking like someone who is always struggling. You cannot experience genuine happiness while carrying resentment, fear, or self-doubt. You cannot attract people, circumstances, or opportunities that mirror your desires until your internal state is aligned with those desires. This alignment is not something that happens overnight. It is built gradually through conscious practice, awareness, and deliberate growth. You must watch the way you think, listen to the words you speak, and notice the energy you radiate. Each day, choose actions, thoughts, and attitudes that belong to the person you are becoming, not the person you used to be. Surround yourself with environments, knowledge, and relationships that elevate you. Let go of influences that keep you small. If wealth and happiness are your goals, immerse yourself in ideas, people, and experiences that represent the highest version of those things. The person you become will always attract circumstances and opportunities that match your inner vibration. One of the most important aspects of becoming that person is cultivating *** confidence and self-respect ***. Those who are wealthy and happy do not chase approval or validation. They have a deep sense of worthiness and purpose. They make decisions with clarity, act with courage, and maintain unwavering faith in their ability to grow. To step into that version of yourself, you must treat every moment as a chance to reinforce your identity. What you read, who you associate with, how you spend your first hour of the day, how you speak to yourself. All of these choices mold the inner self that will inevitably reflect in your external reality. You must also understand that becoming the person who attracts wealth and happiness is not just about skills or knowledge. It is about *** energy and mindset ***. Your vibration must match the life you seek. The thoughts you think, the emotions you feel, and the way you respond to challenges create the magnetic force that draws opportunities toward you. When you step fully into the energy of the person who is already successful and joyful, doors open naturally, people notice your value, and life begins to mirror the identity you are cultivating. Daily discipline is the bridge between where you are now and the life you dream of. Most people underestimate the power of small, consistent actions and overestimate the value of one dramatic event or sudden breakthrough. They believe that success and happiness are achieved through luck, talent, or a single stroke of brilliance, but the truth is far simpler and far more profound. Every person who has built wealth, achieved mastery, or lived a life filled with joy and purpose has done so by showing up every day, without fail, and committing to incremental improvement. Discipline is not punishment. It is a declaration to yourself that your goals, your vision, and your life are worth the effort it takes to cultivate them. Each day you dedicate time to learning, practicing, reflecting, or improving, you are planting seeds that will grow into the results you desire. The power of these daily actions compounds over time, creating momentum that is unstoppable once it begins. The challenge most people face is impatience. They want results now, yet they are unwilling to invest the hours, the thought, and the focus needed to build a foundation. But discipline is the invisible architecture of a fulfilling life. It is what turns ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. It is what separates those who dream from those who realize their dreams. When you commit to daily discipline, you are effectively training yourself to operate at a higher level, to expand your capacity, and to strengthen your resolve. Every time you choose to stick to your plan instead of giving in to distraction, every time you prioritize growth over comfort, you are reshaping your identity and building the person capable of achieving what once seemed impossible. Discipline also trains your mind to resist short-term gratification in favor of long-term gain. Wealth and happiness are rarely the result of immediate pleasure or luck. They are the reward of consistent effort over time. When you establish habits that support your goals, whether it is reading, exercising, networking, learning new skills, or managing your time, you are building an invisible structure that will support you in the future. Your daily actions become your destiny, and the more consistent and deliberate they are, the faster you align with the life you desire. Success is not something that happens to you. It is something you create day by day, action by action, decision by decision. Furthermore, discipline is a reflection of respect for yourself and for the life you want to lead. When you honor your commitments to your own growth, you are signaling to the universe that you are serious about your potential. You are telling yourself, I value my dreams more than my comfort. I am willing to show up every day, even when it is hard, because I understand that greatness is built one step at a time. The act of consistently doing what others avoid builds resilience, focus, and an unshakable belief in your own ability to succeed. Over time, these habits do more than just produce results. They transform your mindset, elevate your standards, and cultivate a character that naturally attracts opportunities, wealth, and joy. Daily discipline is the invisible engine that drives visible success, and it is available to anyone who is willing to commit to showing up for themselves. Gratitude, vision, and purpose are the cornerstones of a life that is not only wealthy but truly happy. Many people pursue money, status, or material success, believing that these things alone will create fulfillment, yet without clarity of vision and a deep sense of purpose, even the greatest abundance can feel empty. True wealth is multidimensional. It is emotional, mental, spiritual, and financial, and it begins with the ability to appreciate and recognize the value in every moment, every experience, and every opportunity you encounter. Gratitude is more than a polite acknowledgement. It is a powerful signal to your subconscious mind that you recognize the abundance already present in your life. When you operate from gratitude, you train your mind to focus on possibilities rather than limitations, to notice opportunities rather than obstacles, and to feel joy even before the external conditions align perfectly. This practice alone raises your vibration, aligns your energy with abundance, and attracts more of what you desire into your reality. Vision, on the other hand, gives your life direction. Without it, daily actions become scattered, reactive, and purposeless. When you have a clear mental image of the life you want to create, every decision, every action, and every choice begins to serve that vision. Vision is not just about material wealth. It is about defining the kind of person you want to be, the legacy you want to leave, and the experiences you want to have along the way. A compelling vision acts like a magnetic force, pulling your energy and focus toward the outcomes you seek. It enables you to endure challenges, stay disciplined, and maintain motivation, even when immediate results are not visible. People with vision do not drift through life. They move with intention, and the universe responds to that clarity by aligning circumstances, people, and opportunities to support their goals. Purpose gives your vision meaning and sustains your motivation. Without purpose, wealth can feel hollow, and success can feel meaningless. When your actions are tied to something bigger than yourself, when you understand the contribution you are meant to make in the world, you operate from a level of energy that is both magnetic and unstoppable. Purpose fuels resilience. It transforms challenges into lessons, setbacks into stepping stones, and ordinary effort into extraordinary results. It allows you to navigate life with focus, to persevere through uncertainty, and to maintain a sense of fulfillment even before your external goals are achieved. The combination of purpose and vision creates a blueprint for your life, a mental framework that guides your decisions, your habits, and your energy. When gratitude, vision, and purpose work together, they create a powerful alignment. Gratitude opens your mind to abundance that is already present. Vision directs your energy toward what you desire. Purpose gives your actions meaning and momentum. Together, they cultivate a life that is rich not just in money, but in joy, satisfaction, and fulfillment. People who understand this principle do not chase happiness as a distant goal. They live it in the present moment while simultaneously building a future that reflects their deepest desires. They attract wealth naturally because their energy, mindset, and actions are in harmony with the life they want to create. The daily practice of gratitude, the constant refinement of vision, and the unwavering pursuit of purpose transform not only outcomes but the very essence of who you are, elevating your identity to match the reality you seek.